and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, I'm your hostess, and today we're going to have some thrifty fun. Now, we didn't find a lot of things at the thrift store and the antique store and the grocery store, but we did find a few items, and I'm going to share those with you. Well, we went to a thrift store, we went to a couple of antique stores, we went to a couple of grocery stores. And I'm going to show you some items that we bought. Now, this first item may not seem like much to y'all, but if you are a gardener, you understand my excitement about finding them, because the price of these garden markers has gone up to about $4 a bag now. And I can write on these for items that I might be growing for the very first time in my garden. I want to recognize them when I'm growing them. And these little miniature popsicle sticks are great for putting in those trays when you're growing your seeds, and you can mark what you got growing in there. And I paid 65 cents for this bag. So that was a great bargain to me. And I've got a few more markers to add to my garden supplies. The next two items I paid $1.50 for the two of them, and they are gift bags. Now, the larger gift bag is a handmade bag, and the smaller one was a store-bought bag, but they will be used as gift bags in place of the paper bags that you would buy in the store, and they are reusable. You can wash them and reuse the bags. You see me buy these quite a bit, and I'm going to keep buying them as long as I see them, and I think that they're reasonable and they are clean. They are dinner napkins, and this is an all cotton napkin with a machine embroidered rose on it. The reason I buy these is they have many uses. I use these over my my gallon-sized jars to keep the dust off the lids, and I could use that as a hand towel in my bathroom if we couldn't find hand towels in the stores. They can be used as quilt blocks. You could take these, that's a pretty good sized piece of fabric, and you can probably make a toddler dress out of this, or you can make a little boy's blouse shirt out of this. There's just many things we could do with these, and we can barter with these, because we may not have the luxury items of paper towels and toilet paper in the future. And so having these stocked up might be an item I could barter with. You see me here with my towel on. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Well, I'll tell you about it now, because I just took this out of the dishwasher. This is another item I got at the thrift store, and it is a casserole dish. I paid $2.50 for this, y'all. I checked the rim all the way around to make sure there was no nicks. And I also did that to the top of my casserole bottom. It does have a few scratches on the bottom, which is probably from the age. This is an Anchor Hocking. I seen the exact same one in an antique store for $10 and up. So $2.50 for this. You can't find them hardly in the stores anymore, and it is an item I will use. I use these with my breakfast burritos. I wrap them in parchment and then put them in this to keep them from drying out too much. And I had been drying it, so I had my towel. My girlfriend found this cute little chicken basket, y'all. Isn't that cute? It's got some other items in it. I'm going to set this on my counter when I'm working with my eggs, and I'll have a basket of eggs and my chicken. We also found, and I love primitives, we found this little heart-shaped trivet, and it was probably made out of people's dresses and shirts and stuff like that, and it's hand sewed. I'm going to put it up to the camera. You can see some of the stitches in there. It might have been machine sewn, but I thought that was really sweet. It's probably from the 30s, the 40s, or the 50s by the looks of the fabrics. And then I found another biscuit cutter. I don't think I've showcased a biscuit cutter on here yet. I pick these up when I see them and they're relatively cheap because this is an item I can barter with. Just like these trivets are items that you can barter with in the future. And I have an extra biscuit cutter. If my grandsons come to visit and we're cutting out biscuits, they can help me cut out biscuits or cookies or whatever. So those were items we found at an antique store. We went to Walmart and I spent $2.69 on a head of celery that I needed. Now, celery was between 89 and 99 cents not too long ago. So that was a really big jump in price. But it was an item that I needed. And I needed it for a canning project that I'm doing. And I do have dehydrated celery that I just recently picked up. And I do plan on dehydrating some celery myself. And probably whatever is not used of this celery will be chopped up and put in the freezer for a future dinner. I went through their discount aisle or their clearance aisle, and they really didn't have a whole lot in there that I was interested in. These items cost originally $6.97. We paid $1.74, and it is Armor All disinfectant cleaner for use in cars, trucks, and RVs. And I could probably use this also to clean refrigerator doors, appliance, my dishwasher, my washer and dryer and stuff like that in the house, and my freezers. So it's something that's useful and we will use. So I thought that was a really good deal. We got those for $1.74. My last items, and y'all seen me showcase these on several videos, are the skillet meal dinners. And I keep buying these because as long as they're 99 cents or around 99 cents, I'm going to buy as many as I can, get them in the jars, and add my dehydrated vegetables to them, so I'll have a pantry meal ready to go, and all I have to do is add my meat. And this one is the Food Club cheeseburger macaroni, and you can actually buy the cheap macaroni and cheese meals that are in the box with a powdered cheese in it. Probably cheaper than these, so you might want to keep that in mind. There's still a few of them that are fairly reasonable on that, but these were 99 cents a box, and I will pair these with a canned meat or half a pound of ground beef or ground turkey, and I'll have my meal in a jar ready to go. And I take them out of the cardboard box because of insects and rodents will attack the boxes. And your product in the box will not last as long stored in the box. Now this is the chili tomato Piggly Wiggly brand skillet meal, and we actually had this for supper last night as the main course. I added a can of chicken to it that had been drained, a can of pinto beans that had been drained and rinsed, and it turned out to be a really nice main course meal. And that is all I have for that part of this video. The economy is tanking, y'all. We are paying high prices at the gas pump and in the grocery stores, and it is time for everyone to realize that we cannot do impulse buying anymore. We are filling up landfills with items that we discard, and it's disgusting. We buy here at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, try to buy items that we absolutely need and will use. And we try to buy items that are pretty sometimes, that will add pleasure to our lives. And we refurbish a lot of things around our, I got a hair on my face, y'all. Um, we refurbish a lot of things around our homestead. And I will mend clothes and try to wear my clothes until they literally fall apart. I try not to buy brand new, high-priced items. I will go to thrift stores and buy. I will buy off the clearance rack. I will buy off the clearance aisles to save some money. Now, gasoline was $4.59 a gallon here in West Tennessee, and milk was $4.29 a gallon. So they're still in a race, and it's still pretty close. And you can see that video up here. The next item that I saw in the store that was on sale, y'all, on sale, was canned tomatoes, 4 for $5. That would be $1.25 a can. And in my previous videos, I've talked about the price of tomatoes several times. And the last time was $1.29. So 4 for $5 is really not a bargain. It is not a sale, in my opinion. Number 10 cans of vegetables and tomatoes in particular. The last time I bought a number 10 can of tomatoes, it was $4.29, I believe. $6.09 now. Used to be you could buy your number 10 can vegetables and you would save money because you could take them out of the can, drain the liquid off, bag them up, put them in your freezer, and you had your meals there, and it was actually cheaper than buying the canned goods. Well, you can't do that anymore. At least I don't think so. You might be able to still save some money that way. I'm not sure, but y'all make sure you're checking your dates on your canned goods and your boxed goods, because all this stuff is coming off those cargo ships that's been sitting out in the ocean for the last 2 years. And a lot of them, their best by dates are really close to expiration, or they're way past their prime. So y'all be checking those dates. I want you to have faith over fear. I do not want you fearing. The Bible talks about having faith over fear in many places, including the Psalms. And I want you to remember that God is still in control. We do our part by preparing in the best of times so that when the worst of times comes around, we don't have it as harsh a reality as some folks will have. Gardening is important to me. Canning my own garden vegetables and canning meats and stuff like that is important to me because I want food for my family. And since it's just me and my husband, we don't eat a lot. So it's more portion control for us also, so that we don't overcook, because I have always had a large amount of people in our family around us. I cooked for a multiple household, and now it's just the two of us, and I'm having to learn how to pare back on my cooking. So y'all take into consideration the many things that's going on in this world, and get your house in order. Be prepared. Be ready for whatever comes your way. Continue to do your stockpiles like this, like items like this, your canned goods, whatever you need to do for your household. Buy the things that you know that your household will eat, and do not buy just because you can buy it cheap. I buy things that I know that we will eat and that we will use. And I buy things that I know that we can barter with, because we don't know what this economy is going to bring to us next. May you be blessed. Have a great day.